Hello everyone, welcome to Inconvenient Truths. I'm your host, Jennifer Zeng. Today we are going to discuss a revelation and a couple of important issues. The revelation is this. Xi Jinping personally directed and observed the latest PLA military exercises surrounding Taiwan. The important issues to be discussed are: what is Xi's status in the military as reported by CCTV? And why did the CCP show off the Dongfeng 26 ballistic missile known as the Guam Express? The latest developments in the China-North Korea-Russia military alliance, and whether Xi Jinping, facing numerous crises, will give up on attacking Taiwan, etc. In our last episode, we just talked about Xi Jinping's rather unusual failure to inspect the military during his visit to Fujian. I wonder if Xi Jinping heard our comments, so he quickly went to inspect the army. Just a joke. Let's first look at this 5-minute video released by CCTV of Xi Jinping inspecting the rocket force. The inspection was conducted on October 17th, but CCTV's report was delayed by 2 days, only being released on October 19th. Reports on Xi Jinping's activities are often like this. They are only reported after he has left. I think this is for his safety. Different people have interpreted the news and the video differently, with some suggesting that Xi Jinping was taking remedial measures in response to rumors that he had lost his military power, and some others saying that, judging from the images and headline language used in the media reports, Xi Jinping's position in the military has indeed been shaken. What is the actual situation? Well, the CCTV report says that Xi Jinping came to a brigade of the rocket force on the morning of October 17th and first inspected the brigade's military history guerrilla. Then Xi Jinping visited the training ground where missiles of a certain model were neatly lined up. There are the new main battle weapon systems of the brigade. Xi Jinping listened to the introduction of the technical and tactical performance of the weapon equipment and observed the soldiers' operational training. Seeing the soldiers' proficiency, well-trained demeanor, and high morale, Xi Jinping was very pleased. He took a group photo with the soldiers, encouraging everyone to train hard, master and use their weapons well, and not let down the trust of the party and the people. Afterwards, Xi Jinping listened to the work report of the brigade and delivered an important speech. He emphasized the need to uphold the party's absolute leadership over the military, to carry out ideological and political work right down to the launch pad, ensuring that the troops are resolutely obedient to the command of the party's Central Committee and the Central Military Commission at all times and under any circumstances. He stresses the need to enhance awareness of potential threats, crises, and combat readiness, to comprehensively strengthen military training and war preparation, to solidly build up the troops' combat capabilities, and to effectively safeguard national strategic security and core interests. It is necessary to adapt to the changes in modern warfare forms and combat methods, closely align with combat missions, adversaries, and environments, specifically strengthen training in new equipment, new skills, and new tactics, and intensify specialized and refined training for typical operations, etc., etc. So, do you feel that Xi Jinping's military power has been weakened after watching this TV report? Those who say that Xi Jinping's military power has been weakened are based their argument mainly on this. The first picture released by the official report does not highlight Xi Jinping in particular, and the others are very close to him, as if there is a sense of equality. Then there's the headline of the Caixin report, which reads, quote, Xi Jinping inspects a brigade of the rocket force with Zhang Youxia and others attending the event, unquote. The headline, which includes the name of Zhang Youxia, vice chairman of the military commission, is not in line with the CCP's official reporting practice and suggests that Zhang Youxia was deliberately highlighted. But I think these interpretations are a bit of stretch. If you watch the entire 5-minute TV report, you will see that everything from the visuals to the script focuses on highlighting Xi Jinping. And look at this photo. The status of Xi is the core remains as usual. In the final meeting scene, although Zhang Youxia gets a solo shot, from the overall view of the meeting, Xi Jinping sits alone at the head table. Zhang Youxia, the one in the red circle on the right, sits with others in the audience listening to Xi Jinping speak. So the emphasis on Xi Jinping is still very strong. Next, let's look at the rockets shown in the TV report. So from the visuals, there are DF or Dongfeng 26 ballistic missiles. You can see about 20 missile launchers lined up in 2 rows. Additionally, there are an indoor display showing the launch process of 5 missile launchers, from erecting the missile to readiness for launch, which takes just a few minutes to complete. Xi Jinping looks very pleased. As you know, on September 25th, the CCP just launched an intercontinental ballistic missile that traveled 12,000 kilometers or over 7,400 miles into the Pacific Ocean. That missile was the Dongfeng 31AG, first publicly shown at the 2019 National Day military parade. The Dongfeng 26 ballistic missile showcased this time has a maximum range of 5,000 kilometers or about 3,100 miles. It's a large, medium to long-range anti-ship ballistic missile, first unveiled in 2015. According to official reports, it's independently developed by the CCP. Upon re-entering the atmosphere, it flies at hypersonic speeds while automatically searching for targets, allowing it to fit moving targets. The missile is about 14 meters long with a diameter of 1.4 meters, weighs 20 tons at launch, and can carry either a single 1.0 ton warhead or 3 separate warheads. It is capable of both nuclear and conventional strikes, with a top speed of Mach 18, able to hit both fixed ground targets, moving targets, and even underground targets. A Chinese military commentator said that with the Dongfeng 26, the PLA rocket force has the ability to strike U.S. bases in Guam. The Chinese military fans jokingly refer to the Dongfeng 26 as the Guam Express. Some military commentators in China say that these missile launchers can be used to launch missiles at any time without the need to pre-construct fortifications in advance. In addition, each launcher is equipped with 2 special missile transporters, which means that each missile launcher has a reserve of 3 missiles. One Dongfeng 26 missile brigade with 25 missile launchers can shoot more than 75 missiles at one time, which can destroy one or even more carrier strike groups of the opponent. Chinese military commentators also say that such a concentrated display this time is meant to show strength and make countries that want to play dirty tricks feel the pressure. As we all know, over the past year, the rocket force established by Xi Jinping himself has undergone a large-scale purge. This involved individuals like former Defense Minister Li Shangfu, 3 former Rocket Force Commander Li Yuchao, Zhou Yaning, and Wei Fenghe, and numerous other officers, including leaders of related military industry groups. No fewer than dozens have fallen, and these are just the higher-ranking officials we know about. The number of lower-ranking officials involved who haven't been publicized might be even greater. So, some commentators believe that Xi Jinping's inspection of the rocket force aims to show the world that after more than a year of major reconstructing, the corruption cases within the rocket force have largely been dealt with. The rocket force has turned over a new page and regained recognition. I think the CCTV deliberately showing the rocket launch this demonstration also intended to showcase the military strength of the CCP to the outside world, because there were reports before saying that the PLA's missile silo doors couldn't be opened, which might have been embarrassing for the CCP. So this time, they wanted to especially demonstrate their capabilities to both the Chinese public and the international community. As we all know, on October 14th, the PLA conducted a military exercise aimed at Taiwan, which was originally scheduled for 24 hours, but ended after only 13 hours. Why it ended early led to many speculations. The latest rumor from Beijing's official circles says that, in fact, Xi Jinping was at the Eastern Theater Commander personally inspecting and directing this exercise. Due to Taiwan's defense ministry adopting an active response to the PLA's drills, Xi Jinping was concerned about an accidental escalation and thus decided to end the exercise early. It's said that after the exercise, Xi Jinping also inspected the amphibious landing combat training base in Dongshan, Fujian, in the Eastern Theater Command and made what's described as an important speech to stabilize military morale. Xi Jinping explained that ending the exercise early was not a retreat, but maintaining strategic composure, insisting that combat operations would be initiated according to the CCP's own timeline, not dictated by the opponent. He also demanded that the PLA remain ever ready, able to fight at any moment, focusing not only on developing the capability to win battles, but also on achieving strategic breakthroughs swiftly, capturing all strategic locations in Taiwan. It can be seen that the basic point of Xi Jinping's strategy of attacking Taiwan is to launch a direct assault on the island of Taiwan, striving to realize his strategic goal before the international community reacts. If the rumors above are true, then it explains why Xi Jinping was absent from the military conference held in Beijing on October 14th. That's because he was going to watch and direct this military exercise. Although the official media must have been told not to report this and his visit to the training base. The exercise on October 14th ended quickly and no shots were fired, but it practiced the rapid assembly of 4 major military branches. The exercise focused on joint strike capabilities of different military branches, including air and sea readiness, patrols, port and channel control, strikes against sea and land targets, and season comprehensive control. Unlike exercise Joint Sword A, both the Liaoning and the Shandong aircraft carriers participated, making it the most comprehensive exercise in Chinese history, a prelude to executing a blockade operation plan. Former PLA Navy Staff Officer Yao Chen said, quote, "The encirclement of Taiwan isn't a traditional exercise. It is a rapid assembly for a blockade operation. War doesn't come with a warning, and from now on, there might not be any more warnings. This Joint Sword B also signals the beginning of the blockade operation." Unquote. Also, you might have seen the news today, October 22nd, that the CCP held a live firing exercise from its territory closest to Taiwan. This video released by the Chinese military shows a Chinese aircraft carrier conducting an exercise near Taiwan. The situation on the Korean Peninsula is also particularly noteworthy. North Korea has initiated a massive military readiness campaign with 1.4 million people signing up for the military. According to internal sources from the CCP, behind this act lies a significant political and military conspiracy involving Xi Jinping, Putin, and Kim Jong-un. North Korea has blown up the roads and railways leading to South Korea. This action suggests that North Korea's war rhetoric is defensive rather than offensive. So, what makes North Korea feel threatened by a potential attack from the US-South Korean alliance? According to rumors in Beijing's official circles, an agreement has been reached among China, Russia, and North Korea, where North Korea will deploy 100,000 special forces to assist Russia in combat. Their main objective is to reclaim the territory in Russia's Kursk Oblast that Ukraine has occupied. In return, Russia will provide North Korea with food and oil, while the CCP has promised to equip these 100,000 North Korean special forces with full military gear. These 100,000 North Korean special forces will launch their operation after the U.S. election, aiming to push back Ukrainian troops from Russian territory before the new U.S. president takes office. This would immediately put the new U.S. president in a position facing a Russia with a military advantage on the battlefield. Xi Jinping's main reason for actively facilitating this secret agreement between the three countries is to keep America's focus and national energy tied up in Europe, thereby creating favorable conditions for the CCP to initiate a war against Taiwan. You might have read the news that Xi Jinping arrived in Kazan to attend the 16th BRICS summit today. According to Xinhua, Xi Jinping met with Putin shortly after his arrival. Somebody left a comment on my X account and said, "Every time Xi and Putin meet in person, another big development seems to happen in geopolitics. Will this meeting precede the blockading of Taiwan?" Well, what is your answer to his question? Of course, some believe that with China's economy declining and financial collapse, how could Xi Jinping possibly launch a war against Taiwan under these circumstances, unless he's crazy, unless he has a mental illness? However, others counter by saying, looking back at Xi Jinping's time in power, in which of his policies has he not shown irrational madness? He has always acted this way, so one cannot measure Xi's thoughts with the logic of a normal person. Some even say that Xi Jinping is indeed someone with a mental illness, and having a mentally ill person ruling China is the most tragic political tragedy for modern Chinese people. So, which argument do you think makes more sense? Please share your thoughts in the comments section with everyone. Well, that's all for today. Please like this video and subscribe for more. Please also visit my website at jenniferzengblog.com to sign up for a membership or make a donation. Your support helps me continue sharing the inconvenient truths. Thank you. See you next time.